bad indie movies YouTube. We're just about to go live.
Japan. That's how it happened.
How did it happen?
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistake.
I just love how they use Frieza for it.
Yeah.
Because it works so well.
Oh, Japan's awesome.
It's something.
Japan.
She's into anal and comes back from Strap.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh, God.
posted that into the Discord.
Oh. Would have left so fucking fast. Because I am not
Alright, we're
into either.
Look at that. We're officially live.
We are. Alright.
Nobody's allergic to peanuts, right? There's no surprise up peanut
Nuts.
No. No surprise peanut allergy.
I love dick. Alright.
And this is how we're starting off the podcast. Alright.
That's a good quote. That's
Oh
all
yeah.
ninja only people at this
What's
table
yeah, all
don't
right?
understand.
What's
I don't want to hit your toes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not into it, so someone has to be.
all right? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 7 of the podcast. It fucking snowed today.
It sure did.
Uh-huh.
Third winter.
Third
icy as hell.
winter, and then we're gonna.
We have how many mountains in Cranbrook? We're always in forever. Just gonna
Yeah,
get fucking
it's
snow
forever.
from
Yeah,
somewhere.
forever. It's forever winter here. Let's be real.
I fucking wish.
No, I don't
Yeah,
wish.
I do.
No, I
Like,
wish.
yeah,
I
that'd be
fucking.
nice.
I don't-
I like winter more than I like summer.
Agreed.
Really?
I like
Really?
snow more than fire.
Then we wouldn't get tickets for winter tires, and we'd be able to have
Oh.
actual snow days at work. It's
No,
fucking-
that doesn't happen anyway.
Shut up.
Just,
I can drink.
if it's cold, you can just snuggle up under a nice warm blanket.
I have a furnace at my house. That's good enough.
It's a wood furnace too. What are you complaining about?
Oh, I both.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but like, I don't know. I'm a summer guy for whatever reason.
I'm a summer baby, but I can't stand it.
No, I'm a fall baby, but I hate the fucking winter. Like early fall's fine for me. Like it's kind of a middle ground
the
where
best.
it's like, because since I was kind of like born in early fall, like it's kind of like, it's kind of a neat little middle ground for me,
Yeah.
I guess. Like where it's not too hot, it's not too cold, but it's just right.
I like spring and fall,
Yeah.
but I like winter the best.
I was born in November.
I mean,
can't say anything.
the only thing I like about winter is eggnog. That
I was born late November too, so I really can't say anything
Yeah.
about any other season.
Right in the mix of it all.
pretty well.
What's up?
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Just looking at a bunch of photos.
fucking-
I hear that.
Yeah.
But, anyway,
Images you can hear.
I got something to pretty much say because this just recently happened. A couple of people, like pretty much everybody probably knows, but I don't know if Amanda knows, but
Probably.
I got permabanned in Apex Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember seeing that.
for no discernible reason whatsoever. Like I just logged into a game and
Because you're fucking trash.
okay, Mike, I'm not actually that bad at Apex.
I wish they banned people for being trash.
I don't.
No,
I've been
no.
gone from
Yeah,
so many games.
yeah, no, but like
There were some moments where it was like, you need
it
to
just
do something.
it doesn't even like the thing is that they don't give me an explanation to like why I was actually banned in the first
They
place.
just kicked you in it.
No, they were all like freaking client's game account has been banned or something like that. They never like give me like no discernible reason whatsoever. Like they're just
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like your account's been banned.
Automated systems, man. All they have to do is hit that report button.
No, oh, that's exactly what I did. I have yet to hear back from
That said, I've
the
reported
email.
people
Well,
before.
again, it's
I
just
haven't
a
reported
weekend,
people
so.
in shooting games because I find that that's just like the ultimate. Well, I've reported them for hacking. They're hacking in tier 2, which is
actually
hacking. Which is a fucking
like
problem.
going through the
Oh,
wall
yeah.
or shooting behind them, sort
Yeah.
of thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that. It makes
But
sense
I
to do
play
that.
a lot of MMOs, and there are a lot of times I'm like, all right, you need to just fucking just stop.
Yeah. Well, it's like
People who spam in chat, like not even like the people who are selling like in-game money for
Oh
like
my
real
God.
life. Those fucking people.
Those people
I'm talking about
suck
like,
at-
I'm fucking talking about like the people who spam in party chat because one guy didn't do things right, and I'm just like right click, report for spamming because it's like you don't fucking help.
Well, it's like-
anybody.
it's
I don't
not
care
like-
how many hours. You
well,
have
the
in
thing
this
is,
game.
it's not. Well, the thing is, it's not like I did anything wrong.
Oh,
either.
I know. That's why.
Like I did absolutely nothing wrong.
what you want, toffee face?
I want it.
Toffee face.
Thank you. It's been so long.
That kind of reminds me of that one, freaking like religious song that goes like do re mi, like like toffee
Dorime.
face.
Yeah. For sure.
fucking hell.
Yeah.
But like,
Notifications.
yay, notifications are fucking awesome. I guess maybe.
Always fun.
Oh yeah, totally.
Two of these two Kickstarters done, and
Yeah.
they didn't get all the way through the roadmap.
What is it?
Tomb of Beast 2. It's a book that we have the monster book,
Oh,
and they made a sequel to it, and they had a Kickstarter for it.
Yeah.
And they were like, every X amount of dollars we'll do it, and they didn't get to the elementals, which was their second last thing. So yeah.
that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't care, but
Darn.
Well, then at least they got the majority of it,
Oh yeah.
so it was actually worth their time.
And
if
the
you ever
song-
want some Nightmare Fuel, I have some.
No.
Oh.
No.
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 I've seen a bunch of nightmare fuel come out of you, and I'm like, nah. Like, that's terrifying. Like, I'll still go to sleep, and I won't have nightmares, but like...
See, I don't get nightmares. I just get unnerved.
It's an ogrepede.
Oh my god.
No!
Centipede made of ogres.
Okay.
How about no?
Yeah.
Is it like a human centipede level of like that? Or
Oh
is it
no
just
no no!
made out
So
of
they're
parts?
they're just made out of parts with like
Oh,
one
okay.
big ogre upper torso in the front.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh.
not that bad actually.
Okay, if it were like some human centipede
No,
shit, nah.
no,
That
I
was
wouldn't
that's
be
what
talking
first.
about it.
That's what first came to my mind when someone said something like that. So I was like,
Pretty fucking...
Man, that movie was fucked.
yeah.
No.
No wonder.
But it's not Sharknado, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's because Sharknado was actually funny.
You know the movie I actually want to see? The one that I, like, posted up on the Discord? Freaking Velocipaster.
I think I saw someone review that and said that if you're looking for the dumbest shit possible, you will love this movie.
After
thank
losing his
God.
parents, a priest travels to China while he inherits a mysterious ability that allows him to turn into a dinosaur. At first horrified by this new power, prostitute convinces him to use it to fight crime and ninjas.
No.
And it's called the Velocipaster.
Holy shit. Posting it like months ago.
Yep.
It's so good.
Oh, it's great.
So that would take it to a whole new level if a priest walks in a bar, right?
A Velocipriest walks into a bar.
Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
I won't be able to look at the pastor at my church the same way.
Good. Is it because of the Velociraptor or the prostitute?
Or the fact
Don't
that,
answer that.
or the
Please.
fact the fact that the priest is like a dinosaur.
The fact that the priest has the ability to turn into a dinosaur.
And fights crime.
Yep, and ninjas.
And ninjas.
Man, religion is screwy sometimes.
Uh,
I'd buy into that. I'd actually buy into that.
no thanks.
No.
What, you don't
I'm
want
good.
you don't want to see your priest turn into a dinosaur?
No, I don't.
No.
No.
That would probably that would be like, to me, that just, my mind immediately goes to like Animorphs, where it's like the
Oh, fuck's
midway
sakes.
through things. Like, that's just immediately what comes to my mind is just,
People still
That-
buy those fucking books.
yeah.
They were
It's-
all-
Grandma has,
apparently
like,
they
3
had.
of them at her house.
Oh, really?
You know what I
Oh,
really
God.
want to buy just for shits and giggles, and I just want to put it in my backdrop for my live streams? The entire Goosebumps collection box.
Okay, that's
All
dope.
75 books just in a box.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's
that's
a
like-
big box.
It's 75 books!
I know, but still.
Like,
I have to still say it. It's a
Yeah.
big fucking box.
It's probably
Yeah,
super
not-
fucking expensive.
Oh,
too.
hell yeah.
Oh, probably.
Probably like $1,000.
Probably.
well, oh, dude, like the Goosebumps series.
That
That
and
was
the
my
Infinity
shit.
Gauntlet saga.
Oh yeah.
Comes with all the movies.
Hmm.
Except the Hulk. They just didn't put the Hulk movie in there.
I
Okay.
don't think they would call Hulk part of the 10 years.
Everybody else does. that's what I don't understand. Everybody calls it.
But when they did the big 10 years was with Infinity War, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Hulk was like 2004,
Something.
I think.
The one with Abomination?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my god. Oh freaking! I gotta play more Deep Rock.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. I gotta get up on your level for hours, Brody. Cause how many have you put in already?
She's got like, I don't know, he must be over about 100, if not over.
Oh, I can see it.
Somewhere in there?
Maybe.
Because,
A lot.
yeah.
All I know is that it's a lot.
It is a lot.
Like, Brody spends time on Deep Rock Galactic pretty much as I do on like Risk of Rain 2.
I was like 14.
All right.
I was like 14 or whatever, like blue levels higher than him. He's now above me by like 4 or 5.
Shit.
I've been severely lied to.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So they come in sets, these Goosebump books.
Oh, so it's not just one big box.
Nope. And I'm not gonna lie, it goes up to 20 series, and each series is 12 books.
Jesus Christ. So that would be the whole backdrop.
That would be the whole bottom shelf.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
Well, I was just gonna say you'd probably have to like if you wanted to make room for it, you'd probably have to like put your pop collection somewhere.
Fuck that.
Those are his babies.
I
Yeah.
died for that pop collection.
Yeah. Really?
That's the one thing that won't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one that won't move, I can tell, is the Howard the Duck one.
Yeah.
Because you have that one, because you...
This is my first one.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember, like, you had every one of them pretty much on the wall.
Yeah.
And everything, and then the only one that you had on your desk was the Howard the Duck
Howard
one.
the Duck, yeah.
I didn't know you had Willow.
What? Oh yeah, I got her for Christmas.
Did you open her up for
Yeah,
the code
no,
yet?
no. Why would I open her up for the code?
Because you don't really, all you have to do is open up the top.
No, I'm good.
I mean, that's the only reason I haven't opened Wendy yet is because I'm waiting for the rework, and then I will.
I stopped buying them from GameStop anyway. The markup in that shit is gross.
Really?
I just haven't bought anything from there for quite a while.
I haven't
Oh
bought
no, I
any.
know they do.
Like,
I'm
the
just
last...
it's
I swear
not
the
something-
last thing I did, I just, like, got rid of a bunch of games and that was it. And then
Yeah.
I helped, I think I helped Jared out with buying Modern Warfare. So, oh no, actually that was a lie. It was to get my family's PlayStation that they now have. So, which by the way, like, was a lot cheaper than I expected.
Well,
But
what do you expect? It's the final year of the PS4.
Yeah, it really is.
well, not only was it a lot cheaper, but it was a little more expensive for a refurbished one, especially like an older model. So, like, I was expecting more on, like, the Slim or the Pro or something, but not
I don't
like
know
your
if we'll
regular
buy
one.
a PS5. I don't know if we'll...
I'll
probably
see.
not.
It'll depend on the price of it because holy fuck, it might be terribly expensive.
I think people are saying about 400 or 500, which is about
American.
Well, I was looking at
about normal.
Well, I was looking at the price cost of how much it'll actually make, and it's like $450 bucks. So if
to
they were
create it,
to create
they
it,
said it cost $450.
So they're
So
not gonna
not-
sell it at price.
They will. They might, because most companies either take a flat zero or a
At least for the first year.
or a loss on it. Yes.
For the first.
they
Yeah.
might.
So it still might be, because I think I looked it up, and yeah, it's about like $500 Canadian, not counting, other stores, not counting like having to buy it from like EB Games
I
or whatever.
pre-ordered from Amazon.
So yeah,
yeah.
or even that because people have to make money.
No, I really
So,
would. I wouldn't.
yeah.
I don't-
550,
Well, what I would-
600 probably.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it would make more sense to mark it up just a little bit, so that way they can make a profit to
Well, no,
essentially
but
make
most
more.
companies, again, most companies selling it, like the actual, like I'm just saying, like Sony selling a PlayStation.
Yep.
They normally sell it for either at cost or just below because because it's like very simply, we could make 20% on this and lose 30% of our sales, which is fucking ginormous. Or
Yeah.
they can sell it for cost, make very little money on it, and then all of the games, because
first party.
our first party, they're gonna make millions off of.
But you also got to add in the fact of PlayStation Plus that goes straight to the
Yes.
RAM and all the
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's true.
It is literally worth their while to sell it either at just under or just a bit of a loss or at nothing. Because software sales make up like 99% of it anyways.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Freaking, yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you're the business guy, so you understand it.
it's true.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. It
I mean,
really does make sense.
So
But
that's also just
well, yeah.
if you look it up, that's essentially.
But then you get
it.
the fucking exclusives. Like the,
Yeah, of course. That's how they.
That's mostly just
That's how it
first-
should work.
That's
yeah.
how they sell consoles. There's actually Microsoft have said that Sony's not their competition anymore.
No, they're
Really?
seeing it more as like I think the mobile and all that.
Well, because they're
So
saying
mobile. So the issue with
at least
mobile.
consoles. At least they're not they're saying they're not
The
competition.
issue with mobile is anybody can fucking make an app,
Mhm.
right? You don't need a
Yeah.
company. You're not taxed or regulated by the fucking governments or the FCC to do anything usually. You just make a fucking app, put it online. You can have as many fucking paywalls as you want, and people will still pay to play the game.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
Microsoft
Yeah.
fucking hates this because they've had to build their company from the ground up, go through regulations, pay millions of dollars in taxes, and then there's
Yeah.
just some guy in his fucking basement who goes, "Duh, I did some programming and now I make $400 million a year."
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah,
So-
and they're like, "No, that's fucking bullshit." Right? It's the same. It's the same reason why people complain about Uber. People fucking hate Uber because taxi companies have to pay $1,000 leases. Insurance companies they have to pay for governmental taxes and blah blah blah. They're
Yeah.
liable for the people they drive. Uber, nah. Guy signs up, he can make fucking $100 a night.
I
Yeah,
know
easily.
in Canada there's
It's illegal.
some places they're making where you have to at least
Do you
have
wanna
a
know why-
taxi license.
Do you want to know why they're doing that? Because in BC, there's actually a taxi union.
Oh yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
it's a
Really?
thing. There's a
There's
taxi
a
union.
there's a reason
Yeah.
Uber is not in British Columbia. It's because it's
It is now.
illegal
because
to
they
do
are,
it that way.
because they're saying you need a taxi license.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they started doing that is because in the States, taxi companies were like, fuck this, we're taxi and Uber. Fuck you guys. Now we have two forms of revenue.
Yeah.
We signed up to be an Uber driver, so they put that Uber sticker inside of their taxi cars. Like, you're an Uber now. And a taxi.
Yeah,
And
now
they're
you
like,
don't have to pay any of the other costs.
You're
Yeah.
2 in 1. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, it makes it makes sense.
Yeah, it
You know,
does.
it's the same thing as like, be like if when digital games started being or are getting bigger, it'd be like if someone just went, "Fuck you, we're not gonna sell digital games."
Yeah.
All right, fine. You're not gonna get any of the money then.
It's,
No,
it's an
exactly.
ever-evolving market.
That's how it works.
That's the reason why the Pokemon company, like the main head CEO of Pokemon, is like, we don't fucking want playing consoles anymore. Like, he said to Nintendo, he's like, we're not on the Switch. Like, he didn't want to make a Switch game. Because he's like, no, Switch is not going to make it. Phones are where it's at. Pokemon Go
Oh, yeah, and
quadrupled
then-
our fucking sales.
Yeah.
And it was just like, really? That's what you're going with? You're going to just abandon consoles and just go to the phone? So Nintendo's like, well, you can make a console game or fuck off somewhere else.
And
not
he's
be a
like,
part-
okay,
not,
fine.
not a part of our company. He's like,
Yeah.
fine, whatever. Fuck you.
Yeah,
So they made Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and it was alright.
it
People
sold
liked it.
fine.
Yeah.
And then Nintendo's like, so you got like a Switch release coming out, right? Like a Gen 8, and he's like, why the fuck would I? No. And they're like, yeah, you do. You have a Gen 8 game.
really?
Dude, Nintendo's been forcing Game Freak. That's why the past few games have been controversial to the people, like the community, because it's no longer Game Freak. It's Nintendo's like, no, you need to make a console game because we have fucking consoles to sell, right?
Well, I
Stuff
mean,
like
that's
that.
that what is it? Pokemon and Mario. That's Nintendo's big sellers.
Zelda's
And
third.
Luigi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zelda's another one, but
It's
Zelda has
it's
its
so-
own special
it's so
community.
free.
Yeah, it's so free.
it's so
Yeah.
frequently like sporadic
Yeah.
Yeah.
that it's
But no, it's just one of those things where Game Freak's like, no, it's phones. We're gonna stick to phones. So they made Pokemon Home, and naturally, they thought it was a great idea. And then of course everybody fucking hacked into it and started duplicating Pokemon and
Oh,
all this shit. And they're like,
Because it's a phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know how fucking easy it is to hack into a phone?
Yeah.
It's like
It's-
20
And,
seconds.
and they
It's
were
easy.
like, and then they also found out that hacked phones are a thing where they can buy things, but you don't actually get any money for
Yeah.
it. And they're like, oh fuck me, now they're losing money
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
this one app. And then they're like, well, what the fuck? And
That's
we're
what
like,
it is.
dude, Nintendo can control what they do. Like if I gen in a Pokemon on the game, they can ban me from online. They can just fucking ban me from the store completely.
Yep.
You can't do that on a phone.
Nope.
No, you can't. Yeah.
And it pisses them off so much.
No.
Again, phones have like, if, everyone thinks phones have great security. You can literally, there are machines out there where no matter how much security you have, it swipes by your phone.
Yeah.
Every piece of information is gone.
Yeah.
Transferred to the other thing. Your phone's wiped. It's hard. It's essentially a brick now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could pretty much and I know how to do this because I had to reset my phone a couple of times. I could pretty much just go in and
Well, no, I mean like,
Yeah.
not even like, it like literally steals all of your information and turns your phone into a brick.
Mhm.
It doesn't reset it.
Yeah.
It makes it useless.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but like
fucking- yeah, no, it's
no, but like for myself, it's actually like very easy to go
Yeah,
into
I
phones
can do that
and
too.
like, you know, go in and like people are now like, you know, rooting their phones and everything just to have different
People
operating systems
fucking
and stuff.
hack their phones and make it to where they can have unlimited amounts of money and buy all these fucking apps, and
Yep.
the company makes nothing of it.
No,
There's nothing they
exactly.
can do about it, and they're like, "Why don't you fix this, Google and Apple?" And they're like, "We don't fucking know what the fuck they're doing."
Yeah.
We're like, "We create a patch to fix this. They're in it within 2 hours.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck do you want?"
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like, "No." And so this happened with Pokemon. Everybody started duplicating shit, and they started paying for home and buying a bunch of shit, and they just couldn't afford it. And they did it with Pokemon Go too, and they're like, "You know what? Can't do it with the console.
Yeah.
I can't false buy that DLC you're selling."
Yeah, I know. The second that's there, Nintendo's like, nope, you're gone.
Yep.
Bye. See you later.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's the reason, so it's the only thing that I'm saying it's a good thing that Nintendo's moving all of their companies into one building. Like, they're moving Game Freak, their 3 sub-companies, into essentially the Wall Street of Japan, and they're just going to all be in one building together so they can have face-to-face communication. It's great. It's great.
That's a good
Because
way to do it,
Nintendo
yeah.
has made some mobile games. They've made some Mario games
Yep.
for mobile
Yeah.
devices.
Yep.
They did Mario
Some of
Kart.
them are like the most grossing games they've ever had.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nintendo knows
Mario
that the mobile is good to have.
No, it's the
But the
cart
Nintendo
game
company
is like the most grossing. Mario Kart, whatever.
$30
Oh, of course.
there.
Yeah, but it is like I think they made fuck what was it, like $200 million within the first like 6 months of it being
So
out.
that's
Wow.
great.
Whereas
But the
everything
thing
else
is,
is
like the
40.
Nintendo companies acknowledge that the mobile games is something that they need to invest in, which is a first because Nintendo doesn't fucking catch into anything
No.
within the first 6 years of its existence.
It took
No.
them like forever to go. Oh, there's a thing called the internet. Oh, let's try that.
Yeah, yeah. Let's make a DS. Should we connect it to the internet? The internet what now?
The what? It's like
No, frickin'
Pokemon Revolution.
No, I feel like
has that for it,
Nintendo's
too.
like the Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Of like
yeah.
But now that
game
they've made
companies,
mobile
pretty
apps,
much.
right? Like it took them fucking the PS4 and Xbox One made PS Live and Xbox whatever it was whatever, right?
Gold.
It took
Yeah.
fucking Nintendo 6 years to even think of the concept
no.
of doing something to that
Yeah.
for online
Yeah.
play, and they were just like, oh man, they're making like 80% of their money from their consoles just by doing that, and I'm like, yeah,
No
we've
shit.
told you this,
Yeah. We're like, hey, we'll pay you guys if you get better servers.
yeah, we've
they're
said
like,
this. Yeah,
Grr,
but
what?
now they're jumping onto mobile apps pretty fucking early into their life, which is good, and why I think it's. But Nintendo's also acknowledged that you can't just put all your eggs into that one
Well,
basket.
of course not.
And
Yeah.
but this is what Pokemon wants to do: is they
Yeah.
want to put all their eggs into that and make other non-Pokemon games. And Nintendo's like, don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't do that. Make a DLC.
And it's
game.
like, it literally is. Yeah, DLCs. Like, okay, yes, in like Asian markets, you know, mobile games are like the leading thing.
Yeah.
But like, to be honest, I don't know where most of their money comes from. But pissing off one half of the world because you're just like, yeah, we're just gonna do mobile games now. Everyone's just gonna, all right, fine, fuck you.
release a new title game and then announce that it's not gonna be fully done because you're too fucking busy working on a
Yeah.
farm simulator.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
what the what?
Yeah.
Even the Nintendo, like the CEO of Nintendo, I can't remember his name, in an interview said, actually heard about, the first time he heard about it was in an interview, and he was like, what? Like, he didn't know what to say. He was like, what do you mean Pokemon's making a farm simulator? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Game Freak's making a non-Pokemon game? And they were like, what? He didn't know how to comprehend it. And I'm assuming it's going to be an okay game.
Yeah, no, it's
But I don't know what the fuck, like,
Farming
all of our
simulator
main
game.
programmers have moved
That's
on from
weird.
our main moneymaker to this new project, and you get some Gen 8 game. And that's why everybody on Twitter had a field day. Now, Sword and Shield's alright. I love the shit out of it.
I like it.
That's the one thing. The people who bash it,
Pokemon
or
community.
people haven't played it,
Yeah.
or only played the main story and haven't done all the max raids, or don't
Max
have friends,
raids are-
real life friends to play with.
Yeah, max
So,
raids are pretty fun.
The thing is,
I like
I've noticed this from a lot of YouTubers, is like, it's not like the old games. I'm like, yeah, it's
Nope.
called fucking Revolution. People evolve
It's called
past.
Generation
If
8.
I grab the first Mortal Kombat and play the new one, is it the same fucking game? Is it
Nope.
the same storyline?
No.
Same
No.
buttons, same combos?
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Because it's different. People
Yeah.
evolve over time. And there's just, I hate it when they're like, oh, it's not the same. It's just, I like Emerald and shit. I'm like, yeah, it's great.
Go
But we're
back
not-
to Emerald.
Yeah,
Play
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Go play Emerald. Fuck
yeah.
off. Everybody else loves this new system. I didn't like Pokemon Go because it was just like catching. right? Pokemon Let's Go, sorry, on the Switch. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna catch and evolve my Nidoking by catching a bunch of other Nidorans and shit. And it was like, no, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I played like 45 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it.
I'm glad my brother bought a Pikachu and played Pikachu on mines until he got his own. And then I just had a Pikachu and an Eevee.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
fucking, I don't hate Sword and Shield. I get a lot of, I live stream it a lot, and I get a lot of, like, gameplay out of it, because I do competitive, and the competitive on that game is fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the servers are just so fast. I don't know what it is. But, you know, everybody still hates on it. And I'm just like, I don't know why. The Pokemon community is also the shittiest community I've ever seen.
Oh, fuck
online.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't, like, I know everybody's like, but the Steven Universe community or the
They're
fucking...
bad, but-
Everybody else, I'm
Yeah.
like, no, they're bad. But this fucking Pokemon community will write death threats to Nintendo if they don't ban a legendary from competitive. It's the dumb...
Oh,
They
wow.
are the...
They're bad.
They're saltier than League of Legends, honestly, some
I will
days.
always
I
say-
can see it.
No, they
I can
really
actually
are.
See
It's
it.
the dumbest thing. They're like, we can't counter this one legendary because he doesn't have a weakness. I'm like, so just don't fucking use him? I don't know what your problem is. It's like, so ban it from, you know, if they ban it from the official tournament, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you know, for speed purposes, I don't want to be sitting there for 4 hours playing, right? They banned in Diamond and Pearl. They said you can't have all Steelixes on your team or something like that because like some guy could just bring 6 Steelixes and stall everybody out.
Yeah.
And then you have an official event and then asked to add 2 days onto their time and pay millions of dollars in a building.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But now there's this online format called Smogan, which is like a tier list YouTubers use and stuff like that because it's just like they can just grab it and be like, okay, everybody, we're using this for our tournaments, right? It's just a set lock of rules. And apparently, it's so phenomenal that Nintendo has to listen to this third-party fucking system and use their rules. And we're like, and Nintendo's like, no.
Yeah.
The
Fucking no.
Smogan bans Dynamax, right? Like giant Pokemon from competitive, like the special unique forms. And Nintendo's like, what's the fucking point of making unique forms?
Yeah.
Right? They banned Mega Kangaskhan. The only time Nintendo agreed with Smogan was they banned Mega Kangaskhan because like it attacks twice in one turn, and Nintendo's like, yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid actually.
Yeah.
It's not.
Pretty broken.
It's pretty. I used it once, and I was like, yeah, that's stupid.
It's like
You could run in there with max 140 attack special moves and basically do them twice in one round, and it's like, yeah, no, this is fucking, this is gross.
No, but
So Nintendo's like, okay, Mega Kangaskhan. It was 2 megas. Mega Kangaskhan wasn't allowed, and it was somebody else. I can't remember who it was.
Oh yeah. There was because they did that. I know with
But that was Nintendo's biggest thing. Is Smogan just kept banning things and was like, no, it's too unfair. It's too powerful. And Nintendo's like, what's the fucking point
yeah.
of making all of this goddamn stuff for you guys to use, and then just have somebody be like, we don't like it, just ban it. And it's like, no, no.
not like
There are rules. Like, you
What?
can't have an all team of legendaries, right? You have to
Yeah.
have, there's limitations. You can have one normal legendary, one mythic, which is essentially Celebi or Mew or something like that, like the tiny ones, and then just like a normal team, and that's fine. That's their base rules, but there's nothing that's banned, right? Other than Mega Kangaskhan. It's Mega Kangaskhan and Smeargle are the only 2 Nintendo has
Mega
officially banned.
Because this is
it
a
the
thing
official
with
one, or-
with Smash Bros right now, or at least it was
Smash
the
Bros.
last one
community shit,
4.
too.
I think it was either 4 or this one where Bayonetta
Yeah, it was Gengar.
was essentially Meta Knight level busted to the point.
Because you could just hit A to win.
Yeah, but it was to the point where there was a tournament and the last 4 people were Bayonetta mains, and people booed them
Yeah.
when they were playing because
you can juggle them straight out.
no, it was again it was 4 Bayonettas were in the finale, and people got bored of it and were like so pissed off about it, they were literally booing everybody.
holy shit.
And like people were leaving and all this sort of shit because it's like, who the fuck wants to watch? You know, it'd be like, it's like with Melee where it was when they were just playing Fox.
Yeah.
No,
who
who gives a
Except
shit?
for Hungry Box, who's
Who was the best Jigglypuff ever?
the best Smash player.
Yeah.
To be honest, because he managed to come out of a league where it was playing one.
Yeah.
The meta was Fox, and that was it. And he managed to figure out how to beat Fox, who's basically Jigglypuff's counter,
Yeah.
and what rise to the top of the league.
So this year in Worlds for Sword and Shield, because they always focus on the new game, they've only banned the 4 legendaries in game. And then Pokemon that aren't normally hatched or caught in the games aren't allowed, so you can't bring in some hacked bullshit from some other game.
Which makes sense.
Which
Yeah.
makes perfect sense. And they banned legendaries because there's no counter for 4 of them yet because they're adding all the other legendaries.
Oh, okay.
We'll see in the winter when they add more. We'll see the rules change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And apparently there's a rumor that they're gonna bring back megas.
I would be surprised if they add some.
You know what?
legendaries
At the
into-
end, some people are saying at the end of Crown Tundra, if they don't do more DLC, they should just add megas so that way we can have our competitive. If you're gonna stick to mobile games, which I like that theory, right? Because they don't have to add more, but give us competitive players a fucking chance to play competitive for 2 years again.
Yeah.
Because that's the only reason why I actually bought a completed version of Sun and Moon, and I was just like, I'm not playing this fucking game. I did the online competitive, right? Because I bought a full-on 100% completed Pokedex done version, just because I wanted to play competitive. But I did not play through that fucking game. I did not play through Ultra Sun and Moon. I was like, no, it's not. It held your hand.
I skipped a bunch of the games. Like I
Sun and
stopped
Moon
playing
held-
after.
Held your hand so hard. They were like, here now, like you're done. You beat the equivalent of the 6th gym, and they're still giving you tutorials in the game. It's like, dude, I don't need to know this. This isn't a new game mechanic you're explaining to me.
Yeah.
This isn't some Friendship Park new mechanic that's new introduced. You're just explaining shit that I've already done 18 times.
Yeah.
My favorite part was in Sword and Shield. Oh yeah, everything's level 50. Oh yeah, here's the champion. He has a level 76.
Yeah.
That was
Basically.
great.
That was so out of
It
the
was
blue.
so out of
But that's how
Yeah,
the
it
old
was-
games
it
do.
was funny as
Cynthia
hell.
fucking showed up. She had a competitive. This scared everybody. Actually, she is to this day the hardest champion because she shows up. She's got type coverage on her team. She has higher levels than you, and her Garchomp has egg moves. And everybody's like, "The fuck is going on with Cynthia?" And she's like, "I'm the champion for a goddamn
fucking
reason."
Yeah.
Yeah. People had so much issues with
And that's
her.
the
I'm
same
like,
with
yeah, no.
Leon. Was it? What the hell was his name? I already forgot the champ's name
Dude,
from that.
she shows up with a Spiritomb.
Yeah.
Fucking the guy has no weakness in Gen 4. He's a Ghost Dark type. He's got no fucking weaknesses or resistances. And she's just like, here's my Spiritomb. It has Toxic and Rest. Fuck you, Cynthia!
Yeah.
How dare you?
You're poisoned and I'm
How
going to
dare
sleep.
you? Yeah, how dare you? It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh my
Yo.
god.
But that's why I miss the old school games, because it had moments like
Yeah, that's
that. Where
what I-
you as a kid were like, I actually lost.
Yeah, you were
And
you were
physically
devastated.
mad. Yeah, and you were pissed.
You were like, "Fuck, I lost."
I
All
know.
right, I'm spending the next 6 hours grinding up these Pokemon. I don't give a fuck what else I have
Yeah.
to do today.
Yeah, and then Black and White came out and it got a little easier, and then Black and White 2 came out and it got a little easier, and then XY came out and it was like, is this even a fucking game?
Yeah.
And then Sun and Moon came out and you're like, okay, this is for kids. This is a fucking like this is
Yeah.
for toddlers. Like it's so fucking easy.
It's
right?
a kid
Ultra Sun and Moon
series.
came out, and the only thing they changed was Pokemon you could encounter in the wild areas.
Well, I've noticed they're doing that with quite a couple of games, like in certain cases where they're just, for the most part, just trying to like hold your hand and stuff like that.
And it's not even that we're getting older and games are getting simpler. It's just like some of the tutorials are so fucking
Long.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Unnecessary.
it's like the conversation of every Batman movie and Spider-Man movie does not need fucking Uncle Ben or his parents dying.
Yeah.
Every
No.
fucking movie.
We don't need an origin
know it.
story every single time.
No,
Fucking
yeah.
get it.
That's why I'm like hoping with this new Batman they don't do Joker or like the big like few they always focus on. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joker or
You're-
Freeze and that.
You're just kind of like,
do Scarecrow, do your
I like Scarecrow as a villain for the simple fact that he literally is a scrawny pile of shit with the fucking mental capacity can do whatever the hell he
because
wants.
he's a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
So
So he knows what the fuck to do to scare people, and that's his whole point.
and the gas too, which
Yeah.
adds it all.
and
Yeah.
it would make for an interesting movie, as well.
I don't know. The DCU and the MCU have a lot of, even from the first Avengers movie, had a lot of influence from space, right? So we missed a lot of Earth villains, right? We didn't see a lot of the Earth-based villains
Yeah.
because immediately it was like, oh, Loki and the Jatarian army, and I was like, okay, great. Oh, it's Ultron. He's gonna throw a meteorite at the planet. I was like, oh, okay. And then Thanos.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that
yeah.
is,
What
I
a
like it.
step up.
They're great movies, but everything is from fucking space. Even Ultron was made from a rock from
From
fucking
space.
space,
From
right? And I'm
space,
just like,
yeah.
really? Like,
Yeah,
It
it
took
wasn't.
them-
It wasn't ingenuity from Stark this time. It was essentially just like, there's a space medal. I'm gonna use it.
I'm gonna wonder if they're gonna somehow bring in Martian Manhunter just so they have him in the universe somewhere?
They could easily bring him in, especially
That
because
brings in
he's
Brainiac
in
and all
the
that.
comic books. He's already officially there, right? He's already in the DEO. Right? He was there before Superman even chose to put on the fucking cape.
Yep.
Right?
Because he's thousands of years old, isn't he?
A couple thousand.
Yeah.
It's the same with Black Bolt. He's on the moon. Everybody knows he's there, but he's like, fuck it.
And
Right? He doesn't help fight Thanos, and everybody's like, where the fuck were you with Thanos? And Medusa's like, dude, that's not the first Titan that's come to Earth. Like, Apocalypse, Liliane, fucking some hand bullshit. There was another Titan. What was his name? I can't remember. But the Inhumans are like, dude, we fought 4 Titans in, like, the 1700s. Fuck you can handle Thanos.
handle one.
You can handle Thanos. And then she's like, also the Infinity Stones have been around since the creation of time. We've seen them before. Like,
They aren't
it's
special.
not new. We're
Yeah.
millions of years old. We're older than Odin. Okay? We've dealt with our fair share of shit. We're retired. We're gonna sit in our kingdom and have some pie.
Yeah.
That's the Inhumans, though. They're the old superheroes. They're the pre-X-Men X-Men of Earth, right? Now, obviously, we saw the X-Men in the comics before we saw the Inhumans. But they're old. They're old as fuck.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love them. But yeah, no, it's Martian Manhunter is the same way. He lives on Earth because he lost his family.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
Right?
planet to-
And then eventually he's like, okay, well now I have all these abilities. I'm gonna help Earth because I lost my planet. I'm not losing another one, right? That's his motto. But no.
I remember he was first seen as a villain because he was just out of nowhere doing stuff, and it's like,
Dude, the Doctor Strange director quit.
oh, wow.
He
Oh.
quit Multiverse of Madness. He had a big issue with working with Disney because they were like, you have to get the movie done this date, right? And it's Kevin Feige's fault. It's not Disney because Kevin Feige does the whole here's our next phase, which I like as a fan, but I can understand as a director. You're like, no, fuck you. I need time. I need prep before you announce my fucking release date, right?
Yeah.
So now he has to work in with WandaVision, which he's not allowed to look at the script for whatsoever because of Disney's rules, right? He's not allowed to read the script. So he's like, so how am I supposed to pre-write a script based off of a show that I have to wait and watch weekly? That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, no, that doesn't make
no,
any
it
So he
doesn't.
left. He quit. He lost all that money. He's like, you find a new director for Doctor Strange. It's the same reason why the guy who did Black Panther 2 isn't coming back. Because he's like, I like doing the movie. It was a great, emotional pride movie. But fuck you, I'm not working with these rules,
Yeah.
right?
Sam Raimi could be taking it.
I can see it. And the worst part is Multiverse, I hate to say it, but Multiverse of Madness isn't that hard to write. The issue is establishing the multiverse, right? Because
Yeah.
it's the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
You gotta do it right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what they wanted him to do it because he established in the first 10 minutes of Doctor Strange when he had the whole acid trip.
Yeah.
When he met they established some parts of the multiverse. And I was like, why not just fucking grab a director, team up with the guy who wrote Ant-Man? Because the guy who writes the Ant-Man movies understands the fucking multiverse perfectly fine. He explained it twice in his movies, right? And just have them do it.
Yeah.
Why is that so hard? Right? It doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
Because they're humans, and humans love to overcomplicate the easiest of things.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But the Multiverse of Madness movie scares me for one purpose of anything can fucking happen.
Yeah, like,
And they're like,
Yeah.
and the worst part is they're like the villain's nightmare, and I'm like, I get that. He's a multiverse-based villain. There's only one of him in existence. He goes to each multiverse and torments every Doctor Strange. But fuck you, anything can happen, right? Like anything can happen,
Yeah.
anything at all.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember hearing that they might be bringing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man into
what?
the fold somehow.
Doctor
What?
Strange is gonna go to other Earths. That's his thing, right? So he's gonna go to other Earths and he's gonna grab other Doctor Stranges to fight this movie. And Brandon's like, he's like, why is Scarlet Witch in this movie? I'm like, cause she has reality bending superpowers. She is able to weld into the other multiverses.
Yo.
Doctor Strange is gonna team up with Scarlet Witch, and they're gonna fly through the multiverse and grab other Doctor Stranges from other Earths. That's what's gonna happen. I don't know to what extent. I don't know how many. I don't know what we're gonna fucking see. But that's why I'm like, anything can fucking happen.
Yeah.
We could see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man show up
Yeah.
and be like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? And then
Yeah.
it goes back to their Earth with Doctor Strange meets the Tom Holland Spider-Man, right? And be like, hey, I'll show you the ropes because I think they're doing the old man Spider-Man storyline because he's like fucking 30, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
35
Yeah.
or some bullshit, right?
He's getting older.
For him to say he's a college
Older.
student
He's on
now
the
is
older
stupid. So
He
they
was
would,
already 20 when he was a college, like 20.
Yeah.
when he was in the college students, yeah. The post is already ruined. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, no, I was trying to.
But yeah, no, anything could fucking happen. I don't know. There's theories going around. This is where we're gonna see
Yeah.
the Fantastic Fours, or like some like you're gonna see the Council Regises.
Yay!
I'm like,
I want to see
too
that.
many
Yeah.
things. I'm like, at this point, he could run into Molecular Boy on the main Earth
Yeah.
and just be immediately insulted.
I would like the Council of Reeds, please.
He shows up, and Molecular Boy, who's
Because
the only
then wouldn't that
superhero
mean-
left, is just like, fuck you, get off my
Out of
planet.
everything, all you want is the council.
I will.
of
Well,
Reeds.
because then that brings. Fuck. What the hell's
Dr.
his
Doom.
name? Well, Doctor Doom, yes, but like, what was the like? His teacher from the comic books, the Death, whatever. Shit, I can't remember.
All
It
I
was
know
like
is
the
his-
Council of Reeds grabbed a bunch of Doctor Dooms and like fucking tossed them into a hole
Yeah.
and stuff like that, because they all became like too powerful. I gotta find this now. What the hell was it?
Yeah.
I fucking know. It's crazy. And Doctor Doom, there's only one real Doctor Doom in multiverse. Like, he went to the other multiverses and killed the other versions of himself and fucking replaced them with robots.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the only one, and that's why I think he's the next big villain. To say he's gonna show up in this movie is kind of stupid because they already have one villain.
Yeah.
And Kevin Feige said the big final Avengers movie is gonna have 2 villains, and like they wouldn't do that again, right? It's the same reason why we didn't see any form of mind control in Avengers Endgame, because they did it in the first movie.
Yeah.
Loki mind controlled Flint. We've seen it, right? So he's like, I don't want to do it again, right? So we're not gonna see 2 villains in the movie again, right? Plus we have the I think they're. My theory, and I've had this conversation with my Marvel friend Brandon a lot, is we're gonna see, instead of seeing 1 Avengers movie, it's gonna be 2, right? We're gonna see the Young Avengers with Spider-Man, and they're gonna fight the Sinister Six, because it's been announced, it's official. Morbius is moving Venom and that into the MCU. They're not moving Spider-Man out of it. They're moving into it with the new Sony deal that came up this week.
Yep.
So they're like, we're moving into the MCU. So they're gonna do a Young Avengers movie. They're gonna have White Panther, who's gonna be Black Panther's sister. We're gonna see that kid who's gonna play Iron Lad. Apparently, I know this isn't official. This is just rumors on the internet. We're gonna see Shao-Chi, whatever the fuck his name is, that who's gonna fight the Mandarin. And he's the first Asian superhero Marvel's gonna write about, and it's really good. He's a good superhero. And we're gonna see him, and we're gonna see him on the Avengers, and then we're probably, because they are buying the Defenders, we're gonna see Iron Fist at one point, because Iron Fist and Spider-Man are good friends,
Yeah.
right? And then we're probably, realistically, because she's gonna get her own Disney Plus. Kamala Khan is gonna be in this fucking super team, and they're gonna fight the Sinister Six, right? Because
Yeah.
it makes sense to have the Avengers fight the Sinister Six.
Like, what people are speculating is that Morbius is supposed to be set in the Tobey Maguire universe.
Yeah. And Multiverse of Madness is going to bring in the Sinister Six. Yeah. And so that's where the second Avengers team comes from, is because Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, they're fucking off to another planet, right? We have a Disney Plus series with Winter Soldier and Falcon,
Yeah.
and they're going to be fighting Zemo, and they're probably going to be doing their own thing. They're not going to be on a super team, right?
No.
We're introducing She-Hulk, okay?
Yeah.
Which means the Hulk might die, or retire, or go away. So he's not going to be in the
Say fuck
Avengers.
off.
Well, it's like we
Fuck
saw
all
in
you.
Endgame. He needs to somehow get back into that hulking stage.
Right. So
'Cause
here's
he's
what's
small
going to happen.
right now.
He's going to
Hulking
have...
stage.
So She-Hulk comes out next year, right? She comes out before Doctor Strange. We're going to see
Yeah.
She-Hulk happen because there's going to be blood transfusion between the Hulk, Dr. Banner, and his cousin. She's going to be the She-Hulk, right? After that, Doctor Strange is going to need... Like, he's going to physically need the Hulk to fight Nightmare. Because you can't fucking stand the physical strength of Nightmare without the Hulk. Like, that's not a thing. Thor's in space. He's not available. So Wanda's gonna have to do what she did, Hulk in Age of Ultron, and make him freak out.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna have to happen.
Yes.
Either that or Nightmare's gonna freak him
Yeah.
out again, and he's gonna do it, right? Because Nightmare is,
Well,
here's your worst fear, right? Here's you blowing up the planet because you're too physically strong, right? World Breaker Hulk. He's
Yeah.
gonna do that to the Hulk, and then the Hulk's gonna freak out and fight him. That's the theory that's going around. So the second Avengers team, I hate to say it, is gonna be Captain Marvel focused. Because she's the only hero who isn't doing anything. Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
It'll be
Trying to
Captain-
find this, damn it.
It'll be Captain Marvel, Black Panther, probably War Machine, and then I'm going to assume She-Hulk and then the girl Thor on a team, and they're probably going to fight somebody in space.
Yeah, most likely.
But I don't, because it would only make sense, because they wrote this phase before they bought Fox, so I can't anticipate an X-Men or Fantastic
They'll
Four
probably find
movie.
ways to-
They'll probably announce them or show them off in some way. Like
Yeah.
I can see Rita showing up in Doctor Strange because they have casted the guy from The Office to play Mr. Stretch, and there's a lot of people. They want to bring back the original The Thing, Ben Grimison from the first Fantastic Four movie. What's his face from Breaking Bad?
Oh.
They want to
yeah.
bring him.
Oh.
There's people who want him back as the Thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
he actually was a good thing. Like that, they did a good job establishing that character. So they want to do that, but I don't know. It's fucking.
Now I need to look that up because it's gonna annoy me for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I just thought it was
Pretty
kind of
good.
funny that was what they were wanting, and I was like, so we're probably gonna see him at one point. Like apparently we're gonna see Rogue. Like Kevin Feige has said, we're gonna see Rogue before we see any of the other X-Men. Which is fine.
Because you gotta,
Because she did show up in other comic books before she showed up in the X-Men. Makes perfect sense.
you
I
also
have no-
gotta like sprinkle them in.
Right.
How you can now.
Not only that, the X-Men were established before the Avengers in the comic books. They just never did anything publicly, right? They were training for that whole position.
Found it.
Yeah?
It's the Marquis of Death.
Yeah, he was. Okay.
Because he was like a Doctor Doom sent to the past.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like really far to the past, and then he's all like fucked, but like incredibly
name?
powerful.
Michael Chiklis?
Yeah, they want him to play Thing. I don't know who they're gonna have play the Human Torch or the fucking Invisible Woman yet, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this guy. They want him to play the Thing.
That works.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm okay
that
with
works.
I mean, it's all green screen, so it doesn't really matter
Oh, of
what
course.
it fucking
Yeah.
looks like. But anyway, the point
Well,
is.
we've also gone better at doing CGI.
Oh, way better.
Oh yeah.
Way better. You have no idea. And then we have the issue of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Thor Love and Thunder being connected, and nobody knows what's happening with that. And I think we're done with Guardians of the Galaxy after the third movie, because there's just like the James Gunn issue, the guy who plays Drax drama, Peter,
Yeah. Well,
the guy who
because-
plays Peter
Yeah.
Quill isn't doing very well either. Like his fame is kind of
Chris Pratt.
it's
Well,
dying.
because the movies he's got contracted in have gone downhill.
Exactly. And so the thing.
That's
So
why-
the biggest issue is everybody's like, the fuck are the Guardians of the Galaxy gonna do after this, right? You have the Eternals. They're a way better space team, if you fucking ask me. Way better. They do way more shit than the fucking Guardians. The Eternals are the race of people who existed before the Big Bang. They're related to Galactus.
Oh.
Galactus'
okay.
brother is
Who the
on this
fuck
fucking
went-
team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try and just do like a Disney Plus TV show.
But
with
the
them.
Eternals were bad.
So we are getting a space TV show that's going to revolve around a Skrull invasion onto the main planet of the Kree Empire, and they're gonna tie that into Captain Marvel. I'm like, that's cool, because then you also have Miss Marvel tying into Captain Marvel as well, which means we're gonna see more Inhumans. I question that because of their last adaptation of the Inhumans was
Just-
Terrible.
When we get the Human Torch, this is when they use Chris Evans again.
no.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That would be so funny.
No.
If he shows up for like a scene in the Multiverse of Madness, I'm in. But he's not the main Human Torch.
No.
Fuck
Oh
that.
my god.
No.
I would laugh my ass
Oh my
off.
God.
The original Human Torch.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the fans in the movie theater would be no.
Dude, I'm calling it right now. Doctor Strange is going to go back to the 1990s, and he's going to find the original green-painted Hulk and Thor from, like, the old-fashioned TV shows around then. And he's going to be, like, in that shitty, like, grainy VHS type of movie, and he's going to be like, what the fuck is going on?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a cartoon for, like, 13 minutes.
Oh
Shit. I'd be so happy.
Well, that's what Marvel does in the comic books. When they go to a different multiverse, they have a different art style.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
indicate
No, that's
that
true.
it's a different, you know,
That's true. Yeah.
multiverse.
Oh, but
And they
that's-
did it with the DC crossover too. Every time they went to a different Earth, they changed the pitch of the camera, so it was like a different lighter or darker tone.
Oh yeah.
And they did that too to establish that you were in a different multiverse because it helps us visually see, so that we
It
won't get
works.
confused.
It
right?
works. Yeah.
My favorite scene still is when he does enter the multiverse and Molecular Boy in the comics has to close the multiverse. He fucking lets loose this explosion of colors, and there's like parts of like everybody else in different animation styles, like clay animation, real life, and shit like. Because he blew up the multiverse and closed that door, right? Like that's what he did. So they were like, okay, so hold on a second. So everybody has to like phase through each fucking reality real quick, and then we're good. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense.
No, that's true.
It made perfect sense.
The one thing that I won't be able to get used to with Supergirl and Flash and
Black Lightning.
all that is that they're all on one Earth now.
You know what bothers me is apparently the Doom Patrol and Teen Titans are also on this Earth.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff that have been
It's on the
brought
same
to
Earth,
one
but they're
same Earth.
But here's the thing, right? You could have things on, like, you look at Daredevil. Daredevil's...
I thought the DC universe was confusing before. Oh my god.
No. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna do what Daredevil did, where Daredevil is in the same world, right? Like the first season, second episode, one of the main characters is like, yeah, like the event, like the incident, like when the aliens attacked New York City, and that's it. That's all they mention. They don't show off the Avengers. He doesn't meet Nick Fury. They just mention that happened, but it doesn't involve our TV show.
Huh.
Right? And it works because they establish their own world that also coexists with the Avengers, right?
Yeah.
You know, Age of Ultron happens near season 2, and somebody's like, yeah, before somebody threw a fucking rock at the planet. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, I could realistically, you know, Luke Cage had a police officer be like, I don't have a magical hammer attached to my hip, but here I am, you know, fighting crime. And I'm like, see? They can make references to the Avengers without showing the Avengers.
That was,
Yeah.
I think that was the one thing that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they were expecting the MCU to help them.
But the MCU didn't help them.
No, they said they don't care. It's like, that's why you, like, they
Which
showed
is
with
why
Thor,
everybody had an issue. Like all the big CEOs had an issue when they were like, Kevin, did you let them use Ghost Rider in their TV show? Like that was controversial apparently. And Kevin's like, yeah, no, Ghost Rider's gonna be an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're like, what the fuck? Because they were like, he was supposed to be in our TV shows, right?
The one show that I'm afraid to watch after everything just being one Earth is DC Legends of Tomorrow, because it's time travel based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything that's been established in the past in that movie is kind of moot at this point.
I've been wanting to watch the Runaways, like the Marvel Runaways, because they have a ton of X-Men mutants on there, and I really wanted to watch it. But then they're like, so we're doing one season and canceling it. I'm like, oh, so it's not like canon anymore? Oh. Now I can't appreciate it for what it is because I know it's not canon. It never tied in with the Avengers of the X-Men, but I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was the weird thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's like, they tried to connect it. Oh, yeah, after Thor 2 came out, a few weeks after that movie. Oh, we have the big alien ship crashing into the...
And you know what I never understood?
And having them
There was
clean it up.
nothing wrong with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being the secondary source, right? Like, and they did tie in a little bit. Age of Ultron came out, and they showed off the helicarrier before the movie was a thing, right? Because that episode aired the day before, and they're like, look, guys, it's the helicarrier. We rebuilt it. Surprise,
and
right?
then after Captain America 2, when it's like, oh, S.H.I.E.L.D.
That entire
Hydra.
season, and there was nothing wrong with that. It was the fact that that the directors, the Russo brothers, were like, no, we want like superheroes in our TV show, and Marvel was like, your TV show is based off of wrapping up and seeing what happens after. Like, what's wrong with that, right?
What's happening with S.H.I.E.L.D. after
right?
all this
Because
stuff.
Kevin didn't want to write S.H.I.E.L.D. into every one of his movies because that would just get too repetitive. So he's like, let's just make it a TV show. Let's make it a TV show on CW. It's free. Everybody has CW. Everybody will enjoy it. And they did it. But then it was after the Hydra season that they're like, okay, we need some more, like, we need to, like, make our own establishment, right? Like, we have the Inhumans, and the Inhumans TV show came out, and that was shit. So nobody fucking wanted to tie in with the Inhumans anymore. So Kevin Feige's like, take Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider was great.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's one of those characters that he can fit on his own TV show. But a movie
He has his own TV show.
But his movies are kind of...
This is a Marvel podcast, everybody.
Apparently no.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's at least for actually...
So Ghost Rider's on Hulu.
Yeah.
And so will be Moon Knight. He'll be on Disney Plus. Apparently, Moon Knight's being played by the guy who did Harry Potter. What's his fucking name? The British
Daniel
dude.
Radcliffe?
Yeah. Apparently, that's Moon Knight.
I'm disappointed.
I don't. That's what I said when they're like Daniel Radcliffe is a superhero. I'm like, oh, what superhero? What's he playing? Moon Knight. I was like,
Yeah.
So
I'm
here's the
disappointed,
thing.
But at the same time, I am interested.
So
just to
Kevin's
see how it
buying-
goes.
Kevin is buying the Defenders. Like, he wants the actors to keep playing those roles. He doesn't know if he has a role for them
Okay.
yet. But he's like, the guy who played the Punisher was great. The guy who did Daredevil is a method actor, and we can't fucking get rid of him. Even if he doesn't play Daredevil, those actors need to be in our fucking series. Because they read the comics, they're good, they're sourceful. But then it's like, we have Red Hulk in the She-Hulk series. I mean, where the fucking else is he gonna be? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The internet was like, they freaked out, like, he's the Red Hulk, it's confirmed. I'm like, where else is he gonna show up? Where are you gonna fucking put him?
Mars.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Where is he gonna come into that, right?
I know, right?
So, fuck, everybody freaked out. Like, apparently it was this huge deal. I'm like, no, guys, it's the most logical place to put him because they do need him. Thunderbolt Ross is in the world, but that's because they didn't fully own the rights yet.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, so they'll do Defenders and then they'll do a Thunderbolts TV show because they're coming out. The only two shows they have to do for Thunderbolts is a Ghost Rider and Moon Knight show, and they are. So, and Hulu has no problem working with Disney Plus. Apparently, Netflix no, they won't fucking work with them. But Hulu's like, yeah, right.
It's a competitor.
Hulu saw the issue between Netflix and like Agents of Shield in the movies, and they're like, we don't want any part of that. Like, we just don't. And so Disney Plus is like, well, we're gonna have all our shows there, and Hulu's like, all right,
Okay.
as long as their main shows are on our thing, we don't give a fuck, right?
As long as we get a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
much.
Disney was like, yeah, all right, shit.
Oh.
Then they looked
Sure.
at the DCU and the fact that the Doom Patrol and Teen Titans, all that drama, and they were like, no, we don't want any part of this. Like, that just seems so fucking stupid. Like, they're characters who exist on a world, and not only that, if they can't tie in Ghost Rider to the Avengers or like the Netflix series, they're like, what's the fucking point of having Ghost Rider, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? So they were like, no, we'll work with you. Oh, yeah.
Holy.
That was about 45 minutes of talking about nothing but Marvel.
Nothing about Marvel shit.
At least
And then I
we
mentioned-
actually stayed on topic for a while.
No, we did. That
what was
pretty
the
good.
topics? Did we have topics?
No, I said
No.
just chatting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just chatting pretty much.
I was gonna say like,
Uh,
so I don't
No,
know
I'm
what
just-
the topics were.
oh,
The
gee.
one time we didn't set topics
Yeah.
is the one time we stayed.
Talked
on a
about
topic.
Pokemon. We
over
talked
the
about
past couple of
Nintendo
episodes.
and Marvel.
And then, slight topic of me getting permabanned for no fucking reason. I'm
so.
so- Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, fucking. It just wasn't expected. I
These,
was just
like-
a casual player. Like,
These
it's,
conversations, they always go so like, it's like the best way to put it is like a normal conversation is a circle. Ours is like.
yeah, like it just fucking goes everywhere.
You don't know how the fuck we got here, but we got here.
Got
Okay,
there.
we need a fucking camera just because
Nope.
the motions that you did were fucking golden.
It's like
Alright.
the same thing with half the time when we're playing like Uno and stuff, and I'm like, I really should just get a webcam.
You should.
Cause half the shit that comes out, or the like looks
You don't
that
want
I
to
do.
play
The
Uno
looks
today.
that I
Yeah.
envisioned
You
on
don't
your
want
guys'
to.
faces.
Yeah.
Like, when you start with the hand like you did last night.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. Oh, it got worse.
I
It
set
totally
something
did.
up, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
was that the thing you were?
Fooling
Oh.
around with yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember I had a
It's
video
just
on
gonna be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I had a video on Uno posted I don't know that I recorded. It was entitled Yeah, it was the one where I got the really good hand and then
And
Brody
then
took it
then
from me.
It went from him to,
To
I think,
Justin.
Justin, and
To
then
Michael,
to
because
Michael,
Mike won.
then to you.
No, Mike won.
No, to you and then Michael. Because I remember
Actually, what
it
happened-
had bounced from into to everyone's hand. and
Yeah.
This is
Michael
really
was
good
like-
because we're like, I want it. No, I want it.
I took
no,
it
I
from
want it.
Josh.
Each time you guys got it, it was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
so,
Because
like-
it was great.
So like what it
I
was
yelled
yeah.
into the mic. It peaked so loud on my end. I was just
Yeah.
like, ah! Like,
Yeah, I had my volume turned up because for once you guys were kind of quiet. So I was like, I can barely hear you guys. I got to turn
We
it
were
up,
really
and then
tired.
You guys
Yeah,
were
we
getting
were.
that hand each time, and each time I was like,
It was
Turn it
basically
down,
like
turn it down.
and then you're like, Dustin was like, let me see this. You're like, oh no!
Yeah, it was really because literally, what was it? It was like 3 blacks and like a 7
Yes.
or something
yeah, like 3
that.
blacks and a 7, something like that.
It was 3 blacks and something else that
Yeah.
didn't affect it too
So
much.
good.
But it was like,
Just- oh,
oh fuck, what was it? I
Look it
remember
up.
like
You looking it up?
so
it was like, yeah, he's looking it up.
it was
Right now.
so funny.
Yeah, what was the video entitled? Boy gets his hand taken from him, very emotional.
Vollatile with an O.
I never said I was good at English.
I never said you were.
Who is good at English
That's
anyway?
not Josh.
And I remember I was holding something.
Yeah, me too.
No.
And
go
I was
to,
just fiddling. I think it was like
go to
one of those
subscription.
wooden puzzles where it's like a
Yeah.
box and you take it apart and then you gotta figure
Put
out
it
how to
back
put it
together.
together.
Boy gets
I was
his hand
fiddling
taken
with
from
that,
them. Very
and I was
emotional.
so close to getting it done, and then you guys started screaming. I was like, no.
That's like
Yeah,
when
pretty
Brody
much.
got
No.
Yeah, it was a red skip a turn, a 4, a green 4, a yellow 4, a yellow reverse, a blue
Blue
reverse,
reverse and 2 blacks.
and then 2 black.
good.
It was
And it got
such
down
a
to
good
just
hand.
The 2 blacks in the hand.
Yeah, and then Mike ended up winning.
Yeah.
Like, cause the video was
So you
short.
see
It was
at
only
the
like
bottom-
He was
maybe.
the last one to grab it. And
You
it
just see
was
Josh
done.
at the bottom go.
Yeah, like I was freaking the fuck out because I was looking at my hand. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You reversed it and then I took it from you.
Yeah.
That's how this fucking worked. I topped
Yeah,
yeah.
something.
You
51-0.
reversed it, and then he reversed it, and you're like, no, I'm not playing this game.
Reverse, and then another
Yeah.
reverse.
And I was like, you know what, Josh?
Yeah,
No,
and then
I'm
he
not
takes it
playing
from
this
me, and that's when the freak out started.
Yeah, I
Like,
just yelled into the
And
mic.
then Justin's like, let me see this.
yeah.
And then Mike, here, I'll take that.
I wish. Where's?
I don't want.
I mean, we're not playing sound on this fucking thing.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Literally, yeah, like.
No, when
I
we-
like the game of
yeah.
Uno.
When we get back home, I'll have it like.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
played
like-
0, so it gave.
Whoa! Because at that point it was nothing but 3 blacks.
Yeah.
So I was like, whoa!
And I pulled a 7 off of the top of it.
No, you pulled that and you changed it to something else, and then I think Justin jumps in here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jumps in
jumps in.
and plays a red, and you were like, fine, fuck you. Have
Loves it.
you played a 7 and you took
Yeah.
his hand.
You played yourself.
Yeah. It was
And
honestly.
I was like, Mike won because you had a red skip a turn left.
Yeah, a red skip a turn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. But that was like
plus
one of
4.
my.
Oh, it was so good. How many views?
Besides-
did that actually have?
Besides that, Risker.
It's all us.
Yeah. Besides the.
It's all us, he says.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it was the red skip a turn and then the black card, which was like, she won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I said
pretty
that.
much.
I was like, Mike won.
Mike's one.
No, like that was like one of my favorite videos I
I'm
posted
dying
on my.
laughing.
Another good one was
Channel.
when you guys got up to like a +8 or.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Oh,
We got to
yeah.
plus 14, and it came back to me, and I stood up and tossed my headphones on the desk, and was like,
I must not have been there for
no,
that
you were
one.
not. It
Oh,
was
who
us
was?
and a robot.
Because what
It was
happened?
just
Yeah.
after you left that one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was
Yeah.
like no, but what happened was like
I
Brody.
think it was Josh that started it.
Yeah, it was
And then
me.
Brody continued it, and it just kept going around, and then it ended up back at
And it was
Brody.
like plus 14 or some
Jesus
bullshit, and I
Christ.
like
Yeah,
stood
like,
up. And
We
I
were
was
thinking like, oh, Barbara's gonna get fucked here. No, she's got a +2.
So Mike's like, I got another +2, and Josh is like, here's another +2, and I'm like, fuck you guys.
And then it goes, and then no, but what happened was it goes to Barbara. I'm like, okay, we're gonna fuck over Barbara. Barbara's got a +2 and it fucks over Brody.
Yeah. Yep.
This is why I always root for Barbara when you guys
No.
play Red.
Fuck
Yeah.
Barbara. Fuck
Yes,
Barbara.
Barbara.
No.
Fuck Barbara.
Fuck the robot in that game.
Yeah, fuck
Oh.
Barbara.
Just Barbara. Barbara is.
Yeah, everybody
vicious.
else. Yeah. No, but if you do the
Except for in
Rayman
Classic
one,
Uno. In
yeah, if you do the
Classic Uno,
Rayman
those
one,
things are
it's blah,
fucking
blah,
cool.
and then blah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh?
Got the 20 cards in my
Wingman's
hand. I'm
wing.
just like, this is gross.
Yo. That was last night, I think. Yeah.
Last night was pretty good.
That one was
And
wow.
then I remember one round, one person had just a shit ton of cards, like almost 20,
Mhm.
and then someone pulled the dragon, and it just
Oh.
reshuffled everything.
I was like, fuck.
I think that was me. I remember doing that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a great fucking hand too.
Fuck that.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it, I don't know. I'd go for some fucking Uno again tonight. It's just for whatever reason,
see,
it's
I
just
have paper
fun.
right.
Oh, you got a paper to write?
I have an English paper right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I got nothing to do besides
I'll probably be
laundry.
streaming outward later again.
Quarantine, bro.
Might
I'll
stream.
probably be trying to stay awake so I can actually sleep properly tonight.
Yeah. No, but freaking no. I was
3, 8, 5
yeah.
a.m. and then sleeping and waking back up.
Well, I was probably gonna go to the bars last night, but I just decided, you know what? No, screw it, because screw bars entirely.
Yep.
Because what was it? My roommates were going out. that night.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we know.
yeah.
We heard.
Yeah, you guys heard, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I had to be on like push to talk, but I guess they were pretty much all ready to go out and everything and stuff like that.
Pre-drinking.
Oh, they were pre-drinking. Jared had like 6 before he left.
All I heard was, so they're talking, all we hear is, Jared, is he hot?
Yeah.
It's like, Jared's like, I don't
Is your
know.
friend hot?
It was like, and they yelled it so fucking loud.
Or no, they were like, how is what's
so
his face?
Josh's
Like, I
mic
don't
is
know.
like it picks up on things when he doesn't talk, so it picked up across the room as if they were like right there, and we were like,
And
oh,
yelling.
God, my
Oh,
ears.
no. Oh, how do you think I felt? Like I was trying to like,
Play deep rock.
yeah, I was. Am I choking on a fucking peanut? Yeah,
That's
pretty
why I
much.
stopped eating them. So I was like, I had enough.
No, I'm good now. The frickin' No, I guess what happened was like this was the first time I've ever had to do push to talk because normally like I adjust my microphone so it's at least quiet. But
It was
if
also
I'm like
drinking, it was two drinking ladies who were very loud and happy to be talking.
oh,
Which I'm sure they're great
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But fuck.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're really not.
All right. I tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brutally honest.
Go.
Josh is brutally honest because one was his cousin's girlfriend.
Actually, no. She was a lot more like.
There were
tame.
3 people in that room.
Okay, there was a total of like 2, because there was me and my 2 roommates.
Yeah.
And then another 2 girls, which
Yeah.
were Jared's girlfriend's friends.
Nope.
And everything.
No.
And one of them almost ruined my desk entirely and knocked over, $5,000 worth of gaming equipment. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my table. One of my table legs is actually now duct tape. And it's bad.
You need a desk.
Well, I've got a kitchen table,
no,
but
you
like
need
I know I need a desk.
I would love a
I
desk
can't.
like
I can't.
this, but
Dude,
my room,
man, I
I
can't.
wouldn't have a room anymore.
Man, I can't
I
afford
would have a
it,
desk and a
but-
bed.
Yeah. No, pretty much my room consists of like a dresser, a TV, and a bed, and a
Well,
nightstand. That's
yeah.
about it.
See, the big difference though is every time I have to go past, I have to either climb over my bed or sneak past my chair.
Oh Jesus.
My room is like I don't have.
Oh, I know how small your room is.
His
This
room-
room
yeah.
is like this,
Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my room.
with like the cubby like.
And everybody
here
thinks
on
I'm crazy because I'm gonna cut my room in half with a big curtain. I'm like, but it's needed. We need the soundproofing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also just curtains not that bad because you can still.
Well, the curtain just catches the sound, but it keeps like the temperature and stuff still flowing through the room.
Also, you can just.
Well, not
Exactly.
exactly. Well, not to mention, it separates the room, whereas you can go from just your normal like relaxation sort of area and sleep area to your actual,
Yeah, and now I don't have to
work
worry about
area.
the lights from my computer fucking beaming me in the face. Or
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I keep it out of my room. Like that's why I keep my desk out of my room because I've got like
This is why I'm putting the.
yeah. Well, I got my screensaver pretty much turned on, so my screensaver plays, but it my keyboard is fucking bright as
Why
hell.
don't you turn off your computer?
Ah,
That takes time and effort.
It wastes
does.
electricity.
I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, you are.
Well, technically,
It's a part of your stuff.
it's part of my stuff, but it's included in the
Oh, I
rent.
know, yeah.
It's included in the rent, so I don't have to worry about it.
I keep all my lights off.
Yeah,
How do I turn
usually
everything
keep
off?
lights off
Yeah.
Until it's like 9 or 10. Until it's like 8 or 9, where literally can't see anything.
No. Like if I'm going to the kitchen, I'll turn the light on, and as soon as I leave the kitchen, I turn the light off like
Yeah.
all day.
That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People who just leave the lights on are wasteful.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It was like midday, and I walk upstairs, the kitchen lights on, and I turn it off, and somebody's like, "Why'd you turn it off?" I'm like, "You can't fucking see with the 8 windows upstairs. You got sunlight. It's light outside."
Oh, my parents. I have one window and I put a really dark colored bedsheet in front of it so I could actually not be woken up by
Bright light.
sunlight or when a vehicle pulls into the parking lot and its headlights shine through my window.
That's an issue with my thing.
So, all the lights were turned off, and I forgot that I had closed my door the night before. And so I get up and I'm stretching and yawning, and I go face first into my door. And my parents, I get downstairs and like, what happened? I was like, Don't ask.
You saw nothing.
No.
You
But,
heard
like-
nothing.
No, but I've got a little curtain that covers up the window in my room because it is a pretty big window, and the cars that park there, because there's like four vehicles that park in behind my area, and of course
Because that's where the parking lot is.
yeah, exactly, that's where the parking lot is, and of course one of which is Jared's vehicle, which the headlights are bright as fuck on that thing.
I must have LEDs in it.
I don't
Fuck
think
those things.
it's not LEDs, it's just oddly brighter than usual, but like
probably the high visibility of lights.
yeah, but I know they're not LEDs, but they are pretty
As
decent.
long as they're not the blue ones.
It's
Oh,
one of
they're
the
not.
issues when
They're
you live
not.
in a basement.
That it is an issue, but it's like since I got that curtain, it doesn't really bother me, and I don't have any sort of distractions whatsoever.
But see, I'm not even like on the ground floor or in a basement. I'm a floor up from ground level.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they still shine into my room.
Really?
Well, you're also on a hill, which doesn't help.
Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
Nope, light does not come into my room. I have 2 pieces of cardboard, I have my blinds, and I have a curtain.
But you're also on a downhill or an uphill, off to the side.
Also,
I
I
have
have
my
a
neighbor's
street.
house.
Also, I have a street light that goes in, and during the winter, my mom has this little those little ball things you put on. It's like sparkly and
that.
stuff. I have
Oh
that.
my god.
I also, and then there's a since this is technically it's good for in case you need an ambulance and stuff like that, which we've had at my house before. There's like lights that are supposed to shine on like the address and stuff like
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So we
Oh.
have that, which also goes into my window. And then during the summer, I have like obviously that wakes up, or that's a bunch of light. So I have 3 measures to make sure no light comes into my room.
Well, and
Jesus.
see, for the blinds for the windows when it was Woodland Court, a company who didn't want to put money into the buildings, they were those really flimsy, like, tall, white that click into place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They redid the windows, and so we had to take those down. And my mom's like, okay, now, if you want to put those blinds back up, you can. I was like, I have a choice. She's like, yeah. I'm like, no, it's just going to be my sheet.
Yeah.
My sheet in front of the window.
A sheet or a curtain, like that, for it's actually.
See, I just the only reason.
blocks light or that
We'll see, and
whatever softens
the
the
sheet
light.
Yeah.
was big enough that I could
Works.
fold it in half
Yep.
and hang it perfectly.
The only reason I have a curtain is because we got it for free. I forget where. I think it was from a draw or something like that.
Yeah.
That my parents did, and so we got it for free. And they're like, "Hey, Justin, do you want it?" I was like, "Yes."
Yes.
No,
If I can
like,
block more light. So now that's kind of what I do when I play.
yeah,
games,
I ended
sometimes
up
I'll use that
getting like
curtain.
a free like curtain that I just ended up hanging
Yeah,
on my front
that's-
window,
that's-
and I was like, it's so handy.
Uh-huh.
Like I absolutely love it because of like just it's just a brown curtain, but it's dark enough to where I can actually fucking sleep for
Well,
once.
It's also very useful since Outward is so fucking dark. Sometimes if I'm in like a dungeon or whatever, I literally have to pull my curtain because I can't see otherwise.
Yeah. No, or like, is there any way to like brighten it up a bit?
have.
More? Oh, you have. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
The game is revolved around using lanterns as well. So that's
yeah.
why.
Okay. That
And
makes a lot
also
of
like the
sense.
environment. It's very beautiful when like you go into the right place and there's a bunch of crystals lighting the area up and stuff like that. But fuck me, I can't see a goddamn thing, and then I fall into a hole and die.
My dad was having an issue. He was playing a game. I can't remember what game, but he was having to look for a very specific item in this area.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a big TV screen as his computer screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I walk in and I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, this is so bad because I can't find this object. I'm like, okay, walk around the area for a bit. I'm like, it's over there. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's over there. Because I spend so much time in my dark room
That you
that
can
my
just
eyes are just.
that your
See, I
eyes are
like-
pretty much
Noticing
adjusted to
things.
actually see.
Yeah, I like having light in my room, but like, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I can't have my monitor too bright because of the fact that I do play games at night,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have to adjust it constantly.
Well, with mine,
So-
I have a blue light filter. On
Oh, so
my,
do I.
Yeah, on mine. Pretty much it
Also
turns
have
on
glasses.
at like a certain time just so that way my eyes aren't fucking straining all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll have it turn on at like, 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and then it'll turn back to normal at like, when I wake up or something, typically at around 8 or
It's just
something.
every time
I
I've
get
been.
the feeling that I prefer the dark because as a kid, my brother and I shared a room and we'd always just end up falling asleep with the light on. And so then in the middle of the night I'd wake up to this bright, blinding, searing light
I hate that. Like, I honestly hate
in
that.
the room.
No, like, I can't personally, like, sleep with the lights on.
I
think
can-
It's just stupid.
I can sleep with light if I'm outside.
Yeah.
That's it. If I'm inside in my bed, I can't sleep with light.
If I'm
Yeah.
really tired and don't take the time to turn my light off, I will fall asleep with it on.
Yeah.
And I hate myself afterwards because
Yeah,
I
it's
wake up
kinda-
and it's just a bright
Well,
light.
it's kind of weird because, like, yeah, it's kind of weird because with my parents' place, like, I don't know if this is just me, but, like, with my parents' place, all I do is sleep. Like, because, like, whenever I'd go there, like, for a visit or anything, like, I would just pass out on the couch with the lights on, and I would just fall asleep for, like, an hour or
I
two.
did that with my grandparents.
Yeah. No, I do that at my parents' so much because there's nothing to fucking do there.
Well, it's not just that. It's because it's like because for me it's vacation, so I've traveled, and it's like now that
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do in my life, like I'm not stressed.
It's a lot
I fucking sleep, right?
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm pretty
Do
much.
you want my chair, Michael?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
No, but like I get that way with my like when going to see like my parents because like I'm like a lot less stressed.
Yeah.
I'm out on this acreage pretty much at my parents' place, and my favorite place would probably have to be my no, I swear
That's
my
what I
favorite
see.
place would probably have to be their
Myself
pellet
watching.
stove. And it's not a cheap pellet stove. It's like fucking about as tall as Amanda, pretty much. Like it's not a big one, or not a big. No, it is a big one, but it roars, and it's fucking loud as hell, and it's warm as hell too. So I would just literally sit out, like where it is, and just relax, and it's the most peaceful thing
Yeah.
ever.
Our wood stove, I've slept in front of that a couple times. And
So-
it's on concrete floor, so I'm just like,
So we have a roadmap for the podcast that Josh and I decided on.
did we? Okay.
We did. So a roadmap, as I kind of semi-explained to Josh when he first showed up, we're gonna finish the studio phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna buy 3 packs, and I'm gonna put the one that isn't up behind Amanda because that's corner needs to be filled. I'm gonna do one more up, right,
Okay.
and one more over on that side.
Okay.
So it'll be this entire wall,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
which will be about probably a pack, right,
Give or take, yeah.
around there, somewhere close. And then, so I'm buying 3 packs with this paycheck, and we're gonna put the last 2 on this wall,
Mm-hmm.
and that should do it, and that should be done. Then I'm gonna invest in chairs. That's the second part.
Yeah, I will help with that. I'll at least buy. I'll at least
We're
help with buying
investing
my own
in
chair.
some type of obviously nothing
Yeah.
like this
No,
because that's like
Yeah,
$150 per chair
$50 a chair,
Yeah.
whatever.
at best. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it'll be used from something, or maybe I'll just go into Staples and be like, "Do you have a chair sale?" or something, and buy like some actual office chairs for you guys to sit in and roll around on.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then with that, we're going to have to after that. We're gonna do the curtain.
Mm.
Yep.
That's gonna be the third thing, right? Because I want you guys to be comfortable and I want sound to be good.
Mm.
Then we invest in more sound and a better table.
Yeah.
Right. That's the
Yeah.
equipment roadmap was to get
Yeah.
a better table because I cut
Yeah.
the shit out of this. I owe my mom a new table because I just destroyed this one table with painting my miniatures and doing this on. And I'm gonna keep this table for doing just that,
Mm.
but it's not gonna be our podcast table. I'm probably gonna invest in something similar in size and height, but like a wooden, like not a kitchen table, but like a dining room type of like something that can fold out
Mhm.
if need be,
Okay.
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
If
stuff
I
like that.
find anything, I'll.
Yeah, sure. If I
But I'll
find,
find a very nice cloth to put on top of it, like a black one, so it fits the black whatever.
yeah,
And
black
I'll
sort
sit
of a
down.
aesthetic.
And then
Black.
I can't decide if we should do sound or I should get a laptop to run the audio off of, so we can. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Audio management. I don't know. We'll have to get that all
'Cause
figured
we
out.
can get a
sound,
second-
I'd say sound
Yeah.
first.
We can.
then.
Well, the thing is, they're both for sound, right?
Mm.
Like, do we get a second microphone, or do we get an audio management laptop?
Probably a second.
And
I
then-
would say second microphone.
And the laptop would just be like a little
Yeah.
little razor that'll sit here. Like
I
it's
would
very
say
tiny.
second. I
Plus,
would
we
say
can do our research, and we can attach the camera to like record the screen of the laptop and be like, oh, what's this topic? Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
look it
Yeah,
up
stuff like that.
like we do. And then after all of that, we're getting cameras.
Yeah.
But I don't know when that is.
Yeah.
But I'll say I
The
would say
roadmap
second
up to the cameras is probably going to take us to November, December, because
not
it's
more.
if it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then
Well, all we're gonna need is a basic webcam, and then this sort of lighting right here.
Honestly, I
that
could
lamp
bring my.
is the
I could
basic,
literally
yeah.
just bring my camcorder if we wanted to. Just
well, it's
use
not a
that.
webcam. So Josh and I talked about this, and I said the best form that we could probably think of, and this is gonna sound crazy, is we mount a camera system in that corner
Oh yeah.
on the roof.
Like
Yeah. Or even then, and then we'll just figure it out. Because what a good idea! Like what we could do is we
Because
could
then
use
it's a
the
drop
sound.
pod down to here,
Yeah.
and Justin would have to move.
well, not
from
to
there
mention we
there
can use
instead of
this,
moving the curtain, which is fine.
Not to mention we can use this essentially.
I'll miss my corner,
as-
but
well, we can essentially.
I also don't mind being off camera if
Yeah.
that's.
Well, we can essentially use this
What needs to
as
be
a
done one way or
as
another.
backdrop because I feel like this would be a good idea for a backdrop.
Which is why I want the curtain too, so that way you don't see the disgusting bed.
No.
You see the,
And
No.
the cable box.
Yeah.
exactly. No, you see
Or
just a
fuse
black.
box.
Yeah, you just see a black curtain.
Yeah. No, exactly. And then if we have
That's for my live streams.
so behind you.
That's my
I
personal.
was just gonna say, so behind, like right behind you, Brody, I think would be a good idea to where the actual camera would face, so that way it's facing back here
Yeah.
and
So we
looking
put it in
all around
left
at
in that
us,
corner.
pretty much.
Just make sure these, which is why again why we would probably need the laptop.
pick the monitors.
And then hopefully by that
Blur
time
and
I'll
do it, yeah.
have a.
And then
Good
we
thing
could
for
probably
my
set
sound.
up some NDI plugins, so for like OBS or because we may or may not actually have to run the NDI plugin on OBS, not Streamlabs, but just the standard OBS Studio,
Right.
pretty much because I don't have any. Because that's what I use my
The best
NDI
part
plugin.
about putting the cameras in that corner is we can run the wire along the roof and then behind the studio phone, so it's not like messy.
Invasive.
True.
Okay.
Yep.
It's good to know.
Yeah, we'll have it all figured out. We'll have it
We're
all.
gonna get one of those too, but that's
Yeah.
again that's later on down.
Oh, let's get this the 3,000 one.
No,
Jesus.
you paid for it, Mike.
Well, exactly. With the
Yeah, I guess I should say launchpad whenever I talk
Yeah.
about my thing.
Yeah, but with,
That's
but with the seating, like it would probably be like the five of us or something like you
Well,
know
with
1, 2,
the
3,
office
and then
chairs, the
4
desk
and
would
5.
have to move here.
Yeah,
And
just so that way we can.
and
have
I am still fine
a
in
little
my
more
corner,
room.
by the way, unless of course the chair like can't be in here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also depends on space because we got the phone there. we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the phone there with the lamp.
Mm.
So,
And it
I mean,
depends.
worst case scenario, everything just moves down slightly.
Yeah.
Then we'll have to move it down slightly. So.
Yeah, no, we're gonna.
No, I'm just.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the hardware roadmap. The software roadmap is we should be on Spotify soon. And
Yeah.
Apple Sound or whatever the
Oh,
fuck it's called.
Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, or like, yeah, looking for a music
We'll
distributor.
be sound only mostly more than like YouTube will have it as like a permanent upload, but we'll be taking the sound files eventually and fucking.
And then you know,
Which means we might have to stop doing the live streaming and just do it live. Like not like do it live, but like record it
yeah,
Do it live.
record it
and then upload
and then
it the next day.
and
type
then
of thing.
upload it the next day, pretty much.
You would be able to like record and.
The
live
issue
stream,
is well, I mean we can. It'll just eat up our fucking whatever on the live stream, which is fine.
but- Well, no, it should,
The issue
really.
is YouTube won't let us upload hour-long videos right away, so we have to stick to the live stream to get the longer podcasts.
No, exactly. You're right. No, that makes a lot of sense, but we'll get it all figured out. I one day wanna see and
we'll
like
hop on Spotify and stuff when our sound is done, which should be
hopefully we
sometime
just gotta look
in
for a music distributor, and I know one, of one, and it's
you
like
pay $20 a year. And that's it.
it's basically $20 a year, so and all of that sort of stuff, and then we can have our and we can have pretty much the payments or like whatever we get pretty much instantly like on our
and
on
then
our
it'll be
stuff.
split.
Yeah,
We've already
it'll
had
be
that
it,
discussion.
it'll be split, of
We
course,
had this
evenly,
discussion.
very evenly.
Expenses. Then
It'll be split 6
savings.
ways.
Yeah.
The 6th way being for the podcast, like our
Just makes
equipment
it
and stuff.
more even.
I like buying for stuff. I don't mind it, but I can't fund the whole podcast myself.
No, exactly.
Nope. That's why I said I'll at least help with my chair.
Yeah.
Yep.
We will also have on top of the fridge eventually a coffee pot or something for tea and whatever.
Oh, I'll just bring back the Keurig. We don't use it.
Fuck on.
Yeah, I'll just bring back the Keurig.
We'll invest in mugs. We'll make
Yeah.
I
some
will
mugs.
bring my own. I
Woo!
have a phenomenal
Alright.
mug that I use all the time. So.
We have a bunch of mugs in my house.
The issue is
Yeah.
carrying that mug.
Yeah.
To and fro, just so you know.
Yeah.
That's
If
fine.
you want to do it, do it. I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know we
If
could.
anything, I'll just.
Or I could just bring a mug and leave it here.
That's what I mean. Just
Yeah.
bring your own.
So I have
Yeah.
it's 3 of the same mug. I just
I have
use,
a mug collection. I apparently have a mug collection starting up.
I'll just go on Wish and look for a cheap mug.
Oh God.
I use big mugs, so
Oh yeah. Oh
So I am-
yeah.
glutton when it comes to tea.
I'm like, let's see what they have.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I don't
But
wish.
anyway, now that we're talking about podcast roadmaps, I think I should probably end it here.
Probably.
It's up to you.
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half. That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
That's
say.
an Amazon buy, Michael. I'm proud of it. I fucking needed it for Pokemon and Mario Kart and shit.
Because you lost your other one?
Yeah, and that one shows the battery life, and it fucking it rumbles.
Well, it does do that on
It absorbs the rumble, and it's fucking great. I love it.
Oh, nice.
It's got a back, so the
Oh,
black
it's
shit.
also grippy in the back, which
Yeah.
is great.
And
Oh,
it
yeah.
has not only does it have the
But,
grip,
yeah.
the grip also absorbs shock, so you don't hear my fucking controller vibrating in the
Yeah.
stream. It's fucking great.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good buy.
All right. Anyway.
You can go ahead and click end stream.
Yeah.
for us.
Anyway. Frick, that was episode 7. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll at least be ready for more bullshitting next week.
Go.
Pretty much. All right.